if Alexis doesn't...
Hello and welcome back to the top 4 of YCS Rimini 2017. We started with 1,036 players. We're down to just 4.
Yep, 4 players left, and you know these people. It is Joshua, Schmidt, and also Matteo, who you saw in the last round.
Yeah.
Joshua playing True Draco, and Matteo playing Zoodiac.
Yeah, and then the other match is Jonas Spreng playing Zoodiac and Andreas Velos also playing Zoodiac.
Yeah.
So we have 3 Zoodiac decks in the top 4, and then also Joshua Schmidt playing True Draco.
Yep, and we also have 1 Greek left over.
Yeah.
2 Germans and an Italian.
Yeah. So let's see how this top 4 goes down.
Let's just head straight over there.
Okay, here they are. We have already seen both of them in future matches in the past, so we pretty much talked about how their deck lists look like. But yeah, to have a brief summary, Joshua is just playing a traditional True Draco, but main in cherries for this matchup in particular. And we know he was left surrounded by Zoodiac decks when in top 32. And for now, it's working for him, so he might as well do it and win it all again. So let's see if he's able to do that. The ends. Okay, and shake. And let's see who goes first.
Matteo with a Ram Barrage, Whiptail, Pot of Desires, 5 Formation Denki, and Joshua with Apocalypse, Waterfall of Dragon Souls, True Draco Heritage, Ignis Heat, and Dynamite Knight.
Better end for Matteo. When you have like Rat and Barrage, you can do some pretty sick combos, depending what you want to do. I know he's not playing a Beast Dweller, so he would have loved to have that now, because it's extremely important in the Draco matchup. But he's still able to go through a lot. He could potentially go like Missus, Ram, Trident, Kong, depending what he wants. And he still has to draw 2 with Desires, which is huge.
Big opening hand then, would you say?
Yeah, the best opening you can have in Zoo. It just depends how he wants to capitalize on this great opening he has. Usually you send a combo though, so let's see. He might just want to get an extra draw with the Barrage, because he's really looking for Twister, Solemn Strike, Solemn Warning, all those kind of cards.
Yeah.
Let's see. He does get the Terrorblade.
So you've already told us that Matteo is going to start with a pretty good board. What is Joshua looking for to be able to come back from this?
Joshua right now doesn't have too much. Like it's always good when you have like a trap and Ignis Heat going second, because then you're able to search for Heritage. But this board is a little bit wider than the usual board, so he actually needs to pick up something, because he's not in the best spot ever right now. So let's see, this Pot of Desire is crucial.
Let's see what got banished.
Raigeki, no monsters at all, looks like. So
It didn't look like no monsters. But there was a lot of useful cards that were gotten rid of there.
He draws Solemn Strike, I think. And
Not sure.
he draws for sure a Shuffle Reborn, but what looked like a Solemn Strike 2, that would be really good.
Yeah, let's find out.
It is a Solemn Strike, yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, really good opening. He also has My Body as a shield. Not the greatest card in this matchup, because quick reminder, he can only negate spell and traps, not spell and trap effects, so it doesn't work against the Draco traps. But it might come up against Masterpiece if it's not immune to spells. Yeah, pretty...
What an opening board here.
Yeah. Okay. Mesus is there. Does he go for Emerald as well? Yeah, looks like it.
The combo looks so different to back when we had Fusion Substitute.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little bit surprised by the combo though, because this is what you might go for the mirror match, but not even. But against True Draco, you usually want to have like Ram, Kong, because Kong is quite useful. So you usually go for a different one.
Maybe he doesn't know that Joshua's playing True Draco.
I don't think so.
It would be
like
unlikely he wouldn't know.
Really unlikely.
Yeah.
He had like on stream already. He has a lot of friends here. He's in Italy, so I think there is some of them telling him.
Although it is completely possible. Maybe he just thinks
It is.
everybody's playing Zoo.
He draws Ash with it, which is also really, really good. So for now, his play is paying off, but let's see. Gonna set 2 or 3, depending on.
I'm going for 3.
Gonna pass. Quite an opening.
So there's his opening field, just updating with the cards he set.
Joshua gets duality. It's useful. Gets to see 3 more cards, and let's see how he wants to handle this. So sets 1. Might want to go for the Ignis at this point. Let's see. He does. He destroyed that, but he also has the strike, which works great in this situation.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for him, he doesn't know that he already has the heritage in hand. So strike is gonna be flipped. Usually this is really, really good for the Zoo player, but as I said, he already has the heritage, so that's not the end of the world. He actually gets to see 2 more cards, which is huge.
Yeah, that is a lot. I mean, not basically, but it's like pretty close to pot agreed at this point.
Yeah, it's actually better because you keep the card too.
Yeah.
Matteo doesn't have any removal. He can use the Ash, which I guess you would do. Why not? And Joshua is not left with much. The duality is crucial. If he can get anything like Carol Demise, Desires, that's his goal right now.
So he needs to, I mean, as far as I can see, the key targets here, he needs to get rid of that barrage, he needs to get rid of the emerald.
Yeah. But, I mean, let's see. He might still fear the Twin Twisters that wouldn't probably have been keep for now. So he does go for a face down. And eating Shuffle Reborn here would be pretty bad. Does he get it? He does not. My body was pretty much irrelevant, as I was saying. But still. Winter Cherries and 2 more monsters. Okay, not the best at all.
Could Winter Cherries be used here at
Can.
great advantage, or?
He can, and there is actually a high possibility that it just picks that. But you would have liked to see other cards, because once the first Dryden is already in the graveyard, Winter Cherries is significantly worse.
Yeah.
And because you can just chuck it back.
Yeah.
So it doesn't pick it. It doesn't make much sense. But that's not a great draw, because he already has the Waterfall in hand, which is essentially a monster for next turn. He would have really liked to see some draw cards here. Okay, now he's left attacking, and I mean, it still looks quite good. And now the fact that he hit my body is gonna be quite relevant, because next turn his plan is probably go for Masterpiece, and it would have been stopped by my body. But now he doesn't have an out to it.
So we still got an overwhelming majority for Joshua on our
Yeah,
poll.
it's still looking good for Joshua at this point.
Joshua is a fan favorite.
Yeah. He doesn't have an apple with him today.
It's because he's not playing Paleozoic.
Exactly.
What a shame.
I mean, I don't know what Masterpiece wears. Giant crown?
Yeah, maybe.
Big sword and a shield?
I don't
Doesn't
think-
have those with him either.
No.
No.
I don't think Joshua has the hair to pull off Masterpiece, though. He's got, like, big, long, flowing locks, hasn't he, Masterpiece?
Wear a wig.
He could wear a wig.
Are we just, like, getting Joshua to start cosplaying every deck he's playing?
Yeah.
I mean, that just kind of gives it away. I wonder what deck Joshua's playing. Oh, he's dressed as, I don't know, Dark Necrophere. That'd be weird.
Pretty weird.
Book of Moon is picked up. Not great, but not even the worst, to be honest, because you can use it on Masterpiece. But not like what you actually want to see. But does he wants to use the Terrorblade? Doesn't look like it.
It's really nice how players just adapt to new things.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the first Link event that we're having in Europe, like the big YCS, we still get over 1,000 players.
Yeah.
All of them are trying something new or something old and just adapting it so that it works with Links.
Yeah. It's great to see. Just embracing.
Yeah, embracing change.
Okay. He gets the Dryden. The smart thing to do would be entering the battle phase and just using the Whiptail afterwards so that he's not able to actually like do any normal summon there, but doesn't look like he did.
Yeah.
Because then you also banish the Dynamite. He cannot bring it back with return, which is quite huge.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he did that, so let's see.
But now it looks like this was in the main phase, which means he's going to get to summon, right?
I think so. I mean, he can stop it at the worst case scenario, but doesn't look nearly as good. And at that point, it also turns the Waterfall into a draw card if he wants. Because let's remember it has a second effect as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's still in the main phase. In fact, he's using Barrage. Gets yet another Whiptail, but it's looking like it could get blown off by Joshua. Let's see. He doesn't have Hammer Kong available. That would have been quite useful at the moment. I think he's only playing one. Yeah.
So Tiger Mortar.
And now he's using return, and Joshua and Matteo gotta think about it. Because it's actually quite reasonable to destroy it with Trident, even though you're gonna lose a monster. Yeah, I think he's doing it. He does. Okay. Reasonable play. Could have also gone differently, but in the end it kind of working out. And we're probably gonna see Waterfall turning into a draw spell, as I was saying.
Yeah.
And now, yeah, destroying the Tiger Mortar is quite huge.
Can we see the waterfall on the screen?
Let's see.
Yeah, let me have a look.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, there it is. As you can see, you can just use the second effect and tribute monsters from your end or field, and you get the same number of cards plus one, which is really good.
Yeah.
That's a little bit ridiculous.
He's gonna use Book of Moon, so that's also another card he could have just kept, but due to the nature of things, he couldn't. And yeah, he's just gonna use the Waterfall as a draw card, as I was saying. He gets 2 more draw cards. And it's quite huge. Now Joshua is in a great position. Like, he's literally like one trap away from being able to just straight away win this game. Looks like 2 spells, that's also pretty good. Some damage is going in. A total of 4,000. Yeah. And plays back to Joshua, who just draws another Dynamite. But yeah, he has a lot of tools at this point. He has both Disciples and Heritage, and he's definitely favorite to take this game now.
Well, we can tell you exactly if he is. By looking at our poll.
Yes, we can.
I just got a completely blank stare from Luke.
I just got a bit confused. I was a bit like, what? What are we checking?
78%
And I was a bit like,
towards
oh
Joshua.
yeah, we got a poll.
78% towards Joshua.
Yeah.
22% towards Matteo.
I think the people in chat need to get on the poll.
You know, if like a year ago you told me there's going to be a deck, right, and it's full of really, really huge monsters, and you can tribute summon them just by like getting rid of spells and stuff, I would have just told you, I don't know, you were mad.
Yeah, the Dragon is gonna be used, and it's a little bit of a punish. You can now draw a card off every touch and steal some of the dynamite.
Yeah.
So it's gonna do that for sure. Gets a draw. Let's see, gets
Card of
Demise.
Demise.
Wow. Which is actually incredibly good right now. He can draw 3 cards if he wants.
So you would have to use the extra summon.
Yeah, and then normal summon a dynamite on top of the dynamite if he wants to draw 3, but he can just draw 2 at this point. Doesn't really matter. But you wanna attack first because you're not gonna be able to push any damage if you don't. So you can think about what you're gonna do. Yeah. Gonna put in the damage, 2000 damage. And Memphis Chew, yeah, he has to decide how many cards he wants to draw. Does not use it.
That seems odd.
Did he special summon this turn? No, he did not, so. That's weird. Not special summon, right? Yep. I don't know why. Yeah, seems kind of weird.
There's a Whiptail.
Yeah, not really helping right now.
It's going to turn into something, though, surely.
Yeah.
What's it going to turn into?
Nothing that gonna help because, I mean, we know Joshua has
Probably
another dynamite.
I'm looking at that extra deck as well. It's looking very, very small.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
He's running out of resources.
Yeah. Joshua is gaining more and more votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just jumped up to nearly 80% of the votes.
Yeah, this game is already sealed, but just has to wait a little bit longer.
You know, I talk about this almost every event. I'm going to talk about it again. One of my favorite winners of a Premier event ever was Hansel Aguero. Do you know him?
No?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You know?
I do. It was
Okay, tell me you know the story.
Guerrero. It was in the TG?
Yeah.
It was.
Wow,
I
I'm
do
really
know.
impressed.
I
Okay,
do.
so for the people at home and for Robert as well, Hansel Aguero, he there was a YCS and he played a deck and he won the whole thing. And afterwards, everyone was playing his deck, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, this deck is awful! It's really bad. No, it's not. It's just not good." And eventually, I think it was on a website that someone interviewed him and said, like, you know, what's the deal with this deck? And he just said, yeah, it's awful, but you know what? On that very day, it won because I played against 13 plants in a row. And he played only plants for like 13 rounds and won the whole YCS. He was like, if I'd have played anyone else, I'd have lost, but he played only plants. And I feel like Joshua Schmidt right now is a little bit Hansel Aguero-esque in the fact that he has just played something else. Not saying his deck is bad, but
Played something that counters Zoodiac.
Yeah.
Because he knew he was going to come up against Zoodiac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And as we see him win the first game here. It's not always what's the best deck of the format. It's what's the best deck of that particular day. And that's even true, right? So Joshua like snuck into the top cut. He didn't actually,
Yeah.
you know, it wasn't
Yeah,
like
it's
he
true.
was XO or anything. He just snuck in. Probably his losses were against non-Zoodecs.
Yeah, I mean, he lost to the True Draco Zoo we saw, but
Yeah.
We can find out.
Yeah.
I think he also lost to Zoodiac actually in the last round.
Yeah. Well, still, you know, can't win them all, but still,
Yeah, of course.
It's
I mean,
kind of
he played a lot against a lot of zoos. Of course, the deck is built to do that, and Winter Cherries is the living proof of that. So
It was, yeah, in round 11 it was Draco. I'm not sure what the rounds he lost in. What in round 10? He did lose against Zoodiac in round 9.
yeah.
Still super interesting to think about the way that you know Hansel Aguero was really kind of humble about the whole thing. It was just it's like one of my
Yeah.
favorite winners.
I know my Yu-Gi-Oh history.
Huh?
I know my Yu-Gi-Oh history.
Yeah, yeah. I was very impressed that you knew that. Actually, not many people do. Because that was a while ago, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
That was quite a while ago. You remember the name of the trap card that they played?
in TZ,
Yeah.
the one that swaps the monsters.
Yeah, I guess that was a trick question. There was a couple of good trap cards.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally like 20, even more trap cards in that deck.
Yeah, I guess
If
that,
you
that
mean
was super big.
the creature swap trap, or
Yeah,
that's what you mean?
there was TGEM1,
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
really good, and Horn of the Phantom Beast was the one that I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
of.
Ornn the Phantom Beast was the key card of the deck.
Yeah, Rush Rhino with Horn of the Phantom Beast, 2800 4-star monster that replaces itself.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Okay, let's
He's,
take a look at the deck. The end. Joshua has Demise, Skill Drain, quite a few good cards. I wonder who's going first, because sometimes in this matchup you tend to go second. But let's see. Handshake.
Joshua's going second.
No. Yeah, I think Matteo is starting that. So yeah, Joshua is going second. He opens Torrential Tribute, not a good card in this matchup, but he doesn't have enough side deck cards for it, so he kept it in. And he does have Gameciel, Pot of Desires as well. Pretty strange that he decided to use Pot of Desires before like going off with Zoodiacs. But he's like, I want to draw cards. As you can see, he didn't go for Rat Pier, but he went instead for Terrorblade.
That's a few monsters he's banished there.
Yeah, he banished 2 Whiptails? Was it 3? No, I don't think so, right? He has one.
It was quite a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if our app experts would be able to find out for us.
He gets the Ash Blossom as well, I think. So yeah, it's really good opening with Ghost Ogre and Ash Blossom, but Joshua is also really good with Dimensional Barrier and Skill Drain that doesn't actually have an out right now, unless he's playing well against it with Trident. No, he didn't banish the third whip though, yeah.
So what do you think? You think Joshua is looking good here? Or is Matteo going to be able to produce a good field?
It also depends a lot on what he picks up, because he doesn't have any monsters at the moment, and there is Ash Blossom for the Demise. So, I mean, it's pretty close. I would say still Joshua is probably favorite after all, but he really needs some good draws here. He gets one bad one. So this Pot of Duality is going to be the most important card of this game. I wouldn't Ash Blossom it, yeah. Let's see, he does get a monster, so...
What monster is it?
Ignis. The best one, actually, you can see going second.
Yeah.
So now it's actually looking quite good for Joshua. because he can just tribute a spell, destroy this back row, and still use the heritage for a couple of draws. What was the back row again? That's torrential, yeah. So that's not that great. Yeah, looking good for Joshua now. Gonna use the Disciple and try and force the Dryden or whatever. Ghost Ogre even. I think he could consider it, honestly. I wouldn't need Dryden here even, if you are not gonna Torrential, because you deny the Ignis later on. No, decided it doesn't want to do anything. It's gonna destroy the face down Torrential, and it's looking still really good for Joshua because he has the heritage one more. He doesn't need to resolve it. And if by any chance Matteo is gonna use the Ash Blossom on Igniseed, the card of Demise is gonna be huge.
I'd say check our poll, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be Joshua.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, no, Joshua lost 1%.
I thought he went up from 59 to 62.
Oh, did he? It looked like... Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he went up from... oh, he may have lost 1%. He went up in votes, though.
Yeah, I think, but yeah, both went up in votes, but...
Okay, so Joshua is now punished by the Whiptail because it, like the Kong has 24 defense. He's not able to destroy it with the Igniseed, and he banished it, so he gets one less draw with Heritage, and now he's actually risking it. So Matteo is looking good right now because he has the Ash for the Demise. So yeah, Joshua is left just with one draw of the Heritage, and Matteo can still prevent it, so he just has to pass his turn. Now, yeah, the game is still tense. Joshua still needs to draw some monsters next turn, because otherwise he's in big trouble. But he has both Barrier and Skill Drain that they work really well together to prevent the Trident from destroying Skill Drain.
Yeah.
So let's see. The game is still super close, but it's looking a little better now for Matteo. He played it well in the end. Okay, that's gonna hurt, because you just Skill Drain there and not even need to dry it to use Dimensional Barrier.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
And now...
Some lovely zero attack monsters he can't do anything with.
Yeah, Skill Drain is actually super duper strong against Zoodiac.
Skill Drain is actually insane. He's now left with like tanky into whatever, like just a monster to attack with.
These monsters have 100 attack.
Yeah.
So, you know, just
a little bit.
Just chipping away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically using a spoon against a mountain, but...
Yeah, you have to do it. So you probably just search the Terrorblade if you have one. Yeah. And you're gonna attack for 2200 per turn. It's not even that. Like, it is some damage. And worst case scenario, if you are close to killing your opponent, you can just normal summon Gameciel.
Yeah, Tribute Summon.
Yeah.
Tribute Summon.
Yeah, Skill Drain is there. Okay, just reminding him of that. But so the Cardinal is actually a Whiptail, not a Rat Pier. But yeah. Decided to keep the Kong in defense. I might as well, I mean, put it in attack mode. Why not?
We should probably just let the judge at the table know that. The card in hand is not a Rat Pier, it's a Whiptail.
Yeah, he just discarded it, so...
He just discarded it, so it's not hugely relevant. But
okay, Joshua doesn't draw. I didn't quite see what he drew. Another barrier. Okay, that's really bad for him. And now he's risking it, like... Barrage, so he can actually win.
Yeah.
If he goes for Barrage and get another monster and he normal summon Gameshul, that's also an option. He could win like that. I mean, might as well do it, because like every turn that passes, you just risk a lot. So I think he is gonna see it.
He just lost 100 attack points off all his monsters from the Tenki, though.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he should have destroyed. Okay, no, he's going to defense. So.
Rather than winning.
Yeah.
To be fair, there's a lot of face-down cards. I mean...
Yeah, but like you have to have the read that Joshua is like breaking now, and you're just gonna go all in. But yeah, this is not quite enough now, because he also destroyed the Tenki. So even if he's summon Gameshul, he's like 600 short, but still he's gonna do it. Oh no, Missus. Okay, Missus is fine too. Not quite spectacular as Gameshul, but still works. And this is still a bit of damage. Yeah, no effect, of course. It's like 3,600, I think, in total.
Thereabouts.
And Joshua is left needing a monster badly.
Yeah, pretty bad.
Let's see what he draws.
It's like actually the difference between probably being able to win this game or not. Let's see. He does draw a spell. He picks up his card. Wow.
So we're going to game 3.
What a...
That was...
and the next card was the Dynamite. That feels even worse.
God. Oh. That's a tough way to go down. He had this game in his pocket, honestly, because like turn 1, he... I mean, he didn't think about Whiptail on the Ram. That was a little bit of miscalculate, I guess, because then his Ignis got banished, and that costed him in the game. If he just passed like setting the skill drains and barrier, he could have won the game, I think. But I mean, wow, quite an unfortunate series of draw for him, and now we're going to game 3 to do that. So there are gonna happen some changes. Joshua, as I was saying in the other future match, has not that many cards against Zoo, because he thinks it is his best matchup, so he focuses more on the mirror match and on True Draco Zoo in his side deck.
Yeah.
But he's still super close, so... It's worth saying that Matteo actually has some copies of Mask of Restrict as well. Ooh. So that's gonna put in some work.
Yeah.
But of course
Joshua's
now,
go first,
yeah, Joshua
right, so.
should go first now. You never know though, because I know in testing sometimes against Zoo you just want to go second, and because I mean, Dryden is not that scary, but we'll see. He wants to cut. Yeah, he doesn't. Let's see. The end for Joshua. Oh, not looking good for now. Ooh. But the Desire saved the day. So pretty bad end.
Demise, wasn't it?
Oh no, Desires.
Okay.
Like
I don't know, I suddenly can't tell the difference between cards.
He's literally one Ash Blossom away from having a really bad hand, but he does not have it.
Yeah.
Handshake, and let's see this game.
So he's choosing to go second.
He does. So.
Ooh, Joshua has dim barrier. That's pretty big.
Yeah, but he's going second right now. So.
Still good though, right? He can still
yeah, it's pretty good still. And I'm still surprised that Matteo is using Desires again as the first card. It's pretty uncommon when you have like combo cards like Barrage or Ratpier. You usually just want to get all the combo pieces out of your deck. I mean, it worked out for him game 2. Might as well work this time.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah,
he discards the combo with Terrorblade. Wow, his end is actually sick. He has Strike, Ash Blossom for the Pot of Desires. Joshua is in trouble right now. He also has Soul Charge. Yeah, the end is insane. Twin Twister, Strike, Ash Blossom.
He's got basically everything.
Yeah, and Barrage as well.
Joshua has to draw like Cards of Demise or something.
Yeah. I mean, a monster is already pretty good, but because you still kind of part of Greed with the Heritage. That's the thing. But Twin Twister is also really good there. So it's going to be quite a tough game for Joshua.
Definitely.
Yeah, Matteo really opening quite good here.
Opening, and that's the risk of what I was talking about. Like, if you let your opponent go first, there are still games you can risk losing, and yeah.
This seems to be one of those games.
Definitely.
Remember my spoon analogy?
Yeah.
Yeah, he upgraded. He's now got a mining drill.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, we'll have to see what happens, but
Okay, he goes for even one more draw. Seems like he really wants to go deep in his deck. He has Soul Charge, so it doesn't really matter what he sees. Whiptail? Something like that. Yeah, Whiptail.
Let's see if our polls changed.
Should have changed a little bit, I think. But
No.
it's actually improved for Joshua, yeah. 80% now. Okay, yeah, that's a really good opening by Matteo. Can get much better than this. And now you also realize after 2 games that one of the ideal opening is Kong with Ram and like those kind of scenarios. So let's see. Joshua needs a monster. He doesn't quite get it. He gets Waterfall, which she is a monster, but not immediately.
Not right now, yeah.
And the Ash Blossom here is gonna hurt a lot.
Not like this.
Yeah, Joshua's not gonna be happy about this Ash Blossom.
Yeah. You just have to look at that and move on.
Yeah,
There's a lot of spells and traps in
Masterpiece is there though.
Oh no.
And he only plays one in the main deck, so.
He just doesn't show it.
Yeah, I think internal screaming is happening right now.
Yeah.
Definitely. But he still has barrier, so like it's not gone. You don't have to give up, and even if this Twister is huge, let's see if he wants to use it. I would definitely use the Twin Twister now. Even though you're going randomly, you know Waterfall is there. You saw it game 1, and if you hit the Draco traps, they're still not relevant because you have Kong. So he doesn't do it, but I think I would have done it. Gets tanky, I think.
We'll find out.
Dim Barrier is definitely going to be used.
Yeah, Dim Barrier is going to be used, and it is on Matteo. Yeah, it is tanky. It is on Matteo hard. That's going to hurt. So it might again matters that he didn't summon Dryden in the main monster zone, because that might matter a lot. Because like right now Joshua is not in that terrible spot if he still has more masterpieces, but it sucks of course because the Twin Twister is gonna hurt a lot. Because right now he only has a Tricking Return as actually useful cards to go with the Waterfall. So if you didn't Twister that or Dryden it, it's looking really tough.
Just to reiterate, we are in the semi-finals.
Yeah. Do we have any news about the other match? I don't think so yet.
I'm not sure. I've not seen anything come through.
Yeah. It's a Zoodiac mirror match, that's all we know. So Zoodiac is gonna be in the finals for sure. And we'll have to see if it's gonna be a mirror match or not.
I mean, did we expect anything less?
Not really.
No. Law of averages dictated.
I mean, Chainburn made us hope, or I mean, not then.
I would have loved to have a Chamber final.
Yeah, that would have been
great.
insane.
Yeah.
I would have had Chamber versus Trickstar. Oh, the dream.
That's got to have happened at least like once during the tournament, somewhere on the, out in the hall.
Yeah.
They both just kind of looked at each other and went, "Oh, you,
Yeah.
oh, you playing Burn."
Balance of judgment.
Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, you feel free, draw 5 cards, chain Lycoris.
Okay, so he gets the dynamite. And right now what should happen is Tricking Return, Dryden is chain, Dimensional Barrier is chain, and then we're gonna see the Twin Twister, which is hurting so much. Let's see if that actually comes to reality. Seems more than likely.
Joshua's in a bit of a bad position.
And my prediction seems to come true. Let's see. Yeah, Joshua is in a terrible position if Matteo changed the Twin Twister now. He does. He does. So
There's the Twin Twister.
Eating the heritage is huge. Let's see if he eats the heritage. Chalice wouldn't matter that much. He does eat Chalice, so there is still a blank of hope for Joshua, but now it looks really bad.
It does look quite bad.
Yeah, the thing
She's
is...
still upset their heritage.
Yeah, at least he has the continuous spell and trap. If he would have kept the Chalice, that would have been disaster, but he's still looking quite tough for Joshua.
Yeah.
But at least there is not gonna be a Trident, but he still has combo, right? He does, so... Wow, Matteo is in the lead.
Chat's paying respects to the tune theme. Probably not that appropriate as someone struggling to try and beat Zoodiac.
Definitely not. I mean, if Joshua would be hearing this,
Yeah,
I don't think he
super
would
inappropriate.
Like it. Well, I mean, we're not choosing it, so...
I mean, DJ Chasko has gone.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can't change the track.
He's pressed play and then kind of disappeared.
Yeah, he's currently AFM
Ghost
away
Ogre
from Mixer.
He's a huge draw. But Demise is there, I think. Isn't it?
Is that the last card?
I think he drew Demise. He did.
Oh,
he did.
Oh my god, Joshua is still in this.
Does he summon Dynamite
Yeah,
first?
it should summon it first. He just has to decide whatever he wants to do it first. If he does not, Ghost Ogre is gonna punish him. But the Demise pickup is next level. Let's see.
Yeah, he's trying to decide here.
Yeah, he wants to decide. He does use it, and he's gonna be punished by that. What was the face then again?
Solemn Strike.
Ah, okay, that's pretty good. I mean, he's gonna lose this Solemn Strike, but like right now, literally, the Demise is one of the few cards that would make you consider not Ghost Ogre this, but I don't see a reason, honestly. You have to Ghost Ogre here and just hope for the best. And still, yeah, he does, and this means that Joshua has 2 draws to try and see something playable. He has a lot of cards. Let's see if he gets any of those. Demise is definitely one of the best cards you could draw. Barrier and Disciples. Okay, that's huge. That's like one of the best draws you could get. Because Disciples get him a fodder and a card, and then he has Barrier for next turn. Yeah.
Dynamite Knight.
Barrier as well is just...
Yeah, the Barrier is really, really good in this position.
Why? Disciples effect? No?
He didn't have enough. He had, I think, 1 short. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I meant destroying. Could he not destroy Tinky?
What do you mean? Ah, yeah. He could have. Yeah, I mean, I guess just
He's
slipped
just
through
drawn
his
an
mind.
enemy. Oh, it's a Cosmic Cyclone.
What did he draw?
Cosmic Cyclone.
Oh, that would be devastating if he uses it now.
Well, he can still chain Dimmery, right?
Yeah, no,
Collection.
devastating for Matteo, that's what I mean.
Ah,
because he
right.
just loses a card, but he's not doing it. He's gonna do Dynamite and then Dimensional Barrier. The other card in his hand, yeah, Dimensional Barrier was a huge draw.
That is super tough
Wow.
for Matteo here.
Yeah, but
What a
still,
comeback.
still, yeah, that's huge. Still, it doesn't look that bad for Matteo in terms of long game, because
No.
next turn you can just use the Cyclone on the trap and use the Zoo. So it's gonna be a super tense game. Wow. Now, yeah, there's nothing you can do. You can set the Cyclone if you want and just pass. Let's see, Joshua draws a spell. Was it Heritage? Can't quite tell. Yeah, it was.
It was. Wow.
Heritage allows him to clear the back row if he wishes. But, I mean, I guess you might as well just do it. In such a simplified game state. It's a tough decision, though. Let's see. He does set it, and Matteo cannot afford to use the Cyclone here. He acknowledged it, and he draws a spell. Is it Twister? What is it? I don't know. Twister, yeah.
Yeah, Twin Twisters.
My eyes are on spot today.
Yeah. I think you've taken all of my strength. Usually I'm the one able to spot cards really early. to be fair, you are actually about a meter closer
Yeah,
to
I was
our
about to
monitors.
say, I was about to say.
I just realized usually the monitors are on my
Yeah.
side.
Yep.
I guess. Okay.
But then you couldn't stop playing with them.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
now you're not allowed them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now it looks good. Joshua is not using the dynamite. No, I think he's gonna be using it, unless he doesn't have any more targets. How many does he play? He plays 6, so I don't think he's out of those.
Oh, time has just been called.
Oh wow, that looks bad for Joshua. The thing is now Matteo is playing it really smart because what happens is if Joshua gets another trap, he can just use the Apocalypse to destroy a zoo, and if you change Cyclone, that's how you deal with it. So
Yeah.
he acknowledged that you can't really play around another real trap, so you might as well play around what you know for sure.
Yeah. So he's gonna go return.
Yeah, he doesn't have any monsters in grave though, right?
I
I
don't know.
don't think so. Yeah, he does
Don't think
not.
so.
That's the first one and ever he drew
Yeah,
this game.
that's the first and only monster.
Wow, what a game. Now... Let's see if he wants to use the Apocalypse now, might as well. And now the Cyclone is gonna eat him. He can choose, I guess you can just banish away the return. Seems to be a little better if you're not attacking over the Dynamite this turn. But he might also attack over it, and then at that point you just banish the Apocalypse. It doesn't make a word of difference. It only depends on what your future play for this turn is. Let's see.
There it is.
Cyclone is chained. Joshua does not look happy. And
How can you tell?
I know him very well, though.
Such a good poker face.
Yeah. I know him well.
Do you have subtitles in your glasses?
There's what?
Subtitles in your glasses. Angry.
Yes.
What?
Oh,
Just the left lens.
Yeah.
Whenever he looks at
Whenever he looks at Joshua.
happy.
yeah.
Oh.
Dear.
Yeah. So, where are we going here, Marcello? I mean,
We are
Joshua is
going
a
downhills real quick for Joshua, so he's just able to make a huge zoo now. He has still a lot of zoos in his graveyard. He can bring back the Turtle Blade now. He's gonna do it, and then still has access to Trident. So yeah, Joshua doesn't have many outs at this point because we know the Twin Twister is in his hand and is now active because he added a zoo. So if he wants to push additional damage, he can just attack it, but no, he's gonna banish it. Yeah. So that's just 400 damage.
Yeah, it all depends on what Joshua can draw
what,
into.
what is the busted draw here? Demise?
Kind of, but then Demise means you don't deal damage that turn. So I guess the busted draw is more like Pot of Desires into, I don't know, the Dream, but like...
I don't think it was any of those.
It was a spell.
No, it would probably be close to like Masterpiece and an Heritage to draw 3 cards on top of that. But yeah. Let's see. He flips it. What did he draw? We don't know, right?
He was a heritage.
No, he already has the
No,
Heritage.
it was another heritage.
Oh, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It really sucks.
So he's got
Yeah,
to
sure.
destroy his own heritage.
Yeah, he's gonna force the Twister if it's gonna happen, but
Well, he just lets it happen, surely.
yeah.
And then
I mean, yeah, you do. You can...
what?
No, that's not the correct way to do it, because then you'd lose that and he gets a draw from Heritage, so that's like the worst way to do it, because if you want to use the Twin Twister, you just use it there and there.
And then he just lost the Twin Twister as well.
And now the huge part about it, yeah, I mean, Joshua
gets to draw 2, right?
No, because he already used the effect of Heritage, unfortunately.
Ah, okay, yes.
Yeah, so...
Okay.
Not quite, but yeah, Matteo ended like super risky. Did he draw Ash or?
Yes.
Yeah.
All he's got is a Ram. Does he have another Tiger
Yeah,
Mortar?
you have a lot of the XYZs. He can probably go for game or close to it. I think he has every
Yeah,
zoo.
okay, yeah, he's got plenty.
Yeah. Looking really good for him. Damn.
Yeah, he only needs to make just a couple of monsters to be able to protect, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, he can also play like super defensively. It's not like True Draco can do a lot of damage, so I would also like to just play it super safe. It's okay. It's understandable. Like, Demise is not an out anymore. He needs to deal damage, so there is like such a few line of draws that does it. Probably nothing if you just play it super safe.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, Matteo has it in his pocket. At this point, I don't think there is anything that can happen anymore. And it looks like, unfortunately, Joschua will not be able to go back-to-back YCS wins in Europe. Let's see in a few moments. He has only one more turn. And yeah.
So, the last card here.
And he still has the Ash Blossom. Was it confirmed? Yeah.
That was a monster.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
is
the handshake.
Wow, you can see Matteo is completely shocked by it.
And let's talk about that in our post-match discussion.
Wow. That was a tough game
That
to
was-
watch.
Yeah, it was.
That was really backwards and forwards and some seriously intense dueling action there. It really was.
Yeah, I mean, the matchup is supposed to be very, very grindy. So we saw like 3 long games. The only like not very good game we had was game 2, because unfortunately Joschua had a very long series of unfortunate draws.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking that he might have a chance, like, because he knew about the Whiptail, I think, or I mean, you can imagine it, and just kept the Ignis since he had skill drain and barrier. But still, he couldn't know that he was not gonna draw monsters for like 3 turns in a row. That
Yeah,
was really
exactly.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him, and yeah, it was quite a good run. As
No.
we were saying, he was not supposed to be like for sure in the top cut, because he had 2 losses and a draw. He sneaked in and he cut through the field of Zoodiac as much as he could. Unfortunately, like, cutting short, and we're gonna have a Zoodiac final. That's all we can say.
Yeah, we definitely can't take it away from Matteo, though. He played that
Yeah.
really well.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Especially, yeah. Actually, like in the first games, he had some hesitations on some situation and so on. But then I think he played it really well in the final game. So I mean, yeah. Especially when he went first game 3, I think he handled the first turn very well.
That was
So-
he had a lot of options in that hand. He
Yeah,
could
with
have-
the
he-
strike,
you know,
Ash, he ordered them, and the Ghost Ogre as well, really well. Of course, the opening was really strong as well. Nothing to say on his side, but
Yeah, but still,
that's Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah, exactly. But the thing is, last thing we want is he opened really well, but still that doesn't automatically make him
No,
have the best field.
literally,
he
yeah.
had to do all of the correct plays and
Exactly,
make the right
in that
plays with it.
specific order, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So no, kudos to him. So let's not wait any longer. Let's have a small break, and then we're going to get to the finals
Head to the finals.
of YCS Rimini
Let's do it.
2017. We'll see you guys soon.